Hello everyone, and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is TROLLIN. Once again, I'm highlighting Silver's on the scene. Throughout this video, I will not drag you through watching any of his content. However, I will point out about a dozen spots through his two latest videos. I will also be using Google Earth to show you on a map where Silver's on the scene has been. At the end of this, I have a message for you, Silver's on the scene. Alright, let's get started looking at this. This is his two latest videos. Digging in Horn Lake, Mississippi, Where is Sebastian? And the other one here, Sebastian Rogers, back at the abandoned house across from Yogi Bear RV Park in Horn Lake, Mississippi. Let's get started. So here we are at the first video, Sebastian Rogers digging in Horn Lake, Mississippi. I've got some times marked down, and I'm just going to poke at them and show them as still pictures. I want to point out that when we look at the map, that Silver's doesn't go far from Yogi Bear at all, or anywhere that definitely he's implicating the parents are involved. And it's really disturbing and upsetting to even think that. Let's get started. Right here at this drainage ditch. And maybe this is a good spot to reference the maps where you guys can see this road. Here we are at the map. See Tennessee, Mississippi. We're going to zoom in towards Memphis here, just over the border. Here's Horn Lake, Mississippi. Zoom in here. Right here's Yogi Bear. Right here's Yogi Bear. This area right here is where I believe Silver's on the scene is searching. He's talking about a newly built warehouse facility. And if we go in closer, this here resembles the picture in where he's standing, right in this area. But the other spots that I'll reference kind of look like it could be in this back area of this facility. Right around in here, possibly. The last spot in his video, I'm not quite sure where he's at, but it's definitely in this area. Okay? I'm going to set this up for his last video and where he is at. And we'll keep this map right here at Yogi Bear. So back here to this first still shot I have marked. I think this resembles the spot on the map I showed everyone. Go to the second spot. He's going at these stone piles. And this is all leftover construction. So I really don't understand what he thinks he's going to unearth here. And to me, this is all super close in reference to where Chris and Katie's camper is. And it is just disturbing to think that everyone is thinking that there's involvement. But this isn't a huge pile. And it's dirt left over from a construction site. He's just going to easy spots, easy targets. And he's making it easy. Easy to point the finger. You're just digging. Just digging. Right down to the bottom. Not probing. Not sifting. Nothing. unbelievable to me. I cannot believe this. Here's the last spot he's searching for the day. And I don't really know where it's at. But then he drives by here, the Yogi Bear Park, and notices that Chris's camper isn't there. I've got an explanation for that. They probably pulled it out of there because they keep getting harassed by people like you. Bringing you all back to the maps to take a look at where he is on his second video. Here's again is the Yogi Bear Park. And Silver's is at this abandoned house, and it's right here. And right here's the pole barn in the back, like maybe a shed. We'll look at it from this angle. I hope I don't make Gray Hughes jealous. But again, right here's the property. Go over this way. So you'll see in these pictures, at the end, you'll see this drive right here. But this is the house right here under these trees. And this is the shed or barn. Here we are at the second video. Sebastian Rogers back at the abandoned house across from Yogi Bear RV Park in Horn Lake, Mississippi. My question is, why are you back? Look at the first spot. Well, actually, let's go right here. I forgot about this. They find a t-shirt and a pair of pants. I don't even think they bag it for evidence. But I'll give you some insight at the end. Here they try not to fall through holes in the house and they get stung by bees. Here they find some graffiti written on a wall. They make out a date of March 30th or 31st or something like that. I don't know what the significance of this is to them. I find it to be just rebellion teenager stuff. Probably from teenagers leaving the campground at night and finding somewhere to drink and party. I really don't know what they think this is. So they just poke around a lot. In my opinion, it's a whole lot of nothing bullshit. They go back out to that shed out back and poke around in there. So a little insight towards the end here. The property owner catches wind that they're there, and 3 officers show up. And they end up telling the story of Sebastian and everything. And I believe he says that they turned over the evidence or the shirts or whatever he wants to call them. I'm not really sure if he did or not. Here's the officers. I've decided to play the end of this video for you, just so that Slivers can summarize it.
In that video, that was a lot. We planned on attacking the house, and actually I think the house attacked us.
You shouldn't have even been there.
First of all, let me thank Silvers 2, as well as Christy, for having my back, being there, all three of us having each other's back.
That's right. Slivers 2 and Christy. Christy was actually in the photo with the graffiti. Someone else who wants to insert themselves into a case. This Christy is someone who got a hold of Slivers by email and asked to join in the search.
I think it was Silvers 2 who got stung first. That was not caught on video. That happened about the time I had a branch fling back and go inside my ear. Thank you, Christy, for going in my ear with some tweezers and pulling that branch out. Thankfully, that wasn't caught on video either. And when we came...
How come Miss Slivers didn't help you with the tweezers?
Back from that, that's when you'll see on video is Christy and I both are getting stung, and then we go on into the house. So, very interesting day. Fortunately, did not find any bones, did not find Sebastian. So, we were perplexed by the writing on the wall. You can read that, see if you come up with what you think it says. Please let us know. The interesting part, March 30th, 2024, and March 30th, 2024, directly across the street.
What about it?
Katie Proudfoot was in the RV. So, some unalive animals, the singing, the brown.
Wait a minute. So you are implying that Katie had a yellow spray can of paint and was over in that abandoned house doing the graffiti? Are you just fucking insane? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Branch, just the outlay of the house, trying to go upstairs was difficult. You did see we collected 2 pieces of clothing, one a t-shirt, yellow, that appeared to be child's, or small, medium size, and then some black pants that were size 14 with a drawstring. So,
what do you do with them exactly? Tell me. Tell my viewers. We all want to know.
We came back out, and after we had done for a while, Silvers 2 was done, so she decided to stay in the car. As Christy and I went back in to go back through the sheds that were out in the back, and you'll see in the video we were stopped, and we heard someone's voice. I reach in my pocket, see that Silvers 2 has tried to call us multiple times, and it was the police, the Horn Lake, Mississippi, Horn Lake City Police. Christy and I...
Oh, because you shouldn't have been there.
Stop what we were doing. We come through the brush and all that, and they're standing outside of the house, the back of the house, 3 law officers. And, we started telling them while we were there that we were looking for a missing child, Sebastian Rogers. They had not heard of this. So we showed them the flyer. That got their attention. We then all went back out the house into my vehicle to join Silvers 2 when she was out there. Of course, they ran my plates. They ran all of our IDs and did all that. And we told them of the clothes we found. And we stood there for probably about an hour with them.
So you just told them about the clothes. You didn't turn them over for evidence. They weren't bagged or nothing. So where are they? The back of your trunk rolling around?
Discussing, there were 3 law officers discussing this case, and they knew nothing about it. Nothing about it. So what in...
Silvers. The reason they knew nothing about it is because this is a Tennessee case. Although there was a national Amber Alert, the parents are not suspects.
What ended up happening was, A, we were cleared by the owner of the property to continue looking. B, a police report has been filed in Horn Lake, Mississippi about Sebastian Rogers. C,
no, I bet that's not true. I bet a police report was not filed for Sebastian Rogers, a missing child. You did not file a missing child report for Sebastian Rogers. That police report was filed because that homeowner was suspicious of you being at his property, and the police were called there. The police were called to that property, and they had to align a police report with why they were there. They were there because you and your little posse.
We were also told you can go look wherever you like in Horn Lake. People should be okay. You're looking for a missing child. Let them know you've encountered the police department. And
That's right, because when people hear of a missing child, it captivates their hearts.
we've said, go look. And so this was the happiest ending because now in Horn Lake, Mississippi, after 165 days, they now know Sebastian Rogers is missing. So let me just follow with me for a moment here.
No, Slivers, I'm done following along. I think it's time for your reading. The spawn from the hate mob incubator. Silver's on the scene. You are late to the legion of YouTubers I've dubbed the hate mob incubators that exploits ongoing tragedies for clicks, views, subscriptions, and merchandise. You seem to parallel figures like Bullhorn Betty, Dolly Vision, JLR, and Justin for All, who have established reputations for sensationalizing cases, often to the detriment of the families involved. Bullhorn Betty, JLR, Dolly Vision may have uncovered the dark side of online content creation, where the line between advocacy and exploitation becomes blurred, but you carry on the hate mob mentality spawned from these creators mentioned by implying the parents' involvement. Your vigilante detective directly inserts yourself into any case, which tells your audience you are willing to compromise evidence. Your videos all implicate the parents are somehow involved, which is unethical. They have never been implicated as suspects by any law enforcement agency. The misinformation from you is echoing narratives polarized by these other controversial figures. You, sir, are no different. But the most disturbing and unethical part of your videos, you bringing a shovel along with you and poking around in locations that have already been searched 5 months ago. And disturbing enough, you bringing a shovel, you go to one of the locations in which is a park, where children were or could have been present during your unearthing. Another video I highlighted shows you asking viewers if they know who lives in a specific house. I ask myself, where does your moral compass lie? Some of us ask ourselves, what is it with creators who are inserting themselves right into these vulnerable people's lives? The clicks, views, merchandise, all capitalizing on captivated viewers' interest? Isn't there a better way? Silvers, how you choose to create your content is ultimately up to you, but it reflects who you are as a human. Just remember, you are taking on a responsibility to tell a story of someone's tragedy. I would expect your storytelling to be told honest, respectful, and treated with delicacy and finesse.